Hey, it's Ryan coming to you with an update video. It's been over 4 years since I've uploaded a video, and in that time a lot has changed. I've aged about 15 years. I'm 86 years old. Most people don't realize I'm that old. But back in 2020, I became certified as an addiction counselor, and I've been working in the field since. I was working in the field prior to that, but mostly as a recovery support specialist. This year it's been determined by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services that in order to be a substance abuse counselor in the future, you need to have a master's degree. I get it, I understand why they did that. Substance abuse counseling is notoriously ineffective, and they want to raise the standard of care. But in reality, a lot of people that I work with who have lived experience with drugs and alcohol are moving on to other careers rather than go to graduate school. And we've been hiring people with master's degrees. I like to call them people with student loans because they're really not much different than we are, except minus the lived experience. Just because you have a master's degree, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a better counselor or you work hard at your job or you should be doing that kind of work. So far, the people we've hired with master's degrees are either lazy, racist, yell at the clients for coming back to detox more than once. If it were that simple and we could just tell people, hey, stop doing drugs, we'd all be successful. But in theory, raising the standard of care works, but really we're losing people that already have experience in the field, and we're gaining people who aren't necessarily good at what they do. I'm considering going to graduate school, but not right away. I am leaning toward going back to school. My job told me they want to keep me on, but probably as a recovery coach. But I don't want to go back to school right away because I've got other things going on. In December of 2021, I finished the second draft of my memoir, and I read it through the following March and made some revisions here and there. Over the summer and in the fall, I wrote a rough draft of a book proposal. And in 2023, I hope to get that book proposal out to agents and publishers and hopefully see some activity after that. I know that when you write a book, there's a long period of revisions. My sister's written a couple books, and I know for about 6, 8 months, 10 months, you're stuck doing rewrites, and it's really not the time to go to graduate school while you're trying to get that done as well. In 2019, I had my first short story published in Open Minds Quarterly. You can read that story on my Tumblr account. The link is in the description. It's the same name, thepeakexperience.tumblr.com with no E in Tumblr. You don't have to have the app. You don't have to sign up for anything. You can just read it through a browser. Just scroll to the beginning of my account, which I started back in June or July. But most of my posting is going to be on my Tumblr. I have another story coming out this winter in Word Gathering. That story is going to be published online on the Word Gathering website. You can read it in full. You don't have to pay anything. As soon as that comes out, I'll link to it in my Tumblr. As far as schizophrenia goes, I've kind of settled in. You get the same problems as always. Voices are an issue at night before going to sleep, but I hear voices even though I don't hear them with my ear. They're still there. They still kind of attack and say inappropriate things at inappropriate times. Not much has really changed in my mental health. That's pretty much been about the same. I've had more issues with paranoia, I would say, like trying to sleep at night, just being unable to sleep, just feeling uneasy and thinking about what I said during the day or an interaction I had with somebody. Paranoia is, especially at the end of the work week, has kind of been a bigger issue for me. I'm not sure about the future of this channel. I'm probably not going to be uploading regularly. I'll at least do update videos here and there. Most of my activities can be on Tumblr. Honestly, since 2020, my focus has changed from trying to become an addiction professional to just writing more. And I still continue to write. I write probably about 5 days a week, writing, reading. But that's about to get reversed once I start graduate school, if I decide to go to graduate school. But I'm not going to do that before I get things finished up with my memoir. But overall, things haven't changed. They're pretty much the same. But I'm glad you made it this far in the video, and thanks for watching.